everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Browns have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Browns.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Green, 35!
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Here's Will Monday now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He'll look to set up his blockers. And now running right through it. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. The drive will start with an option going left. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down, they're going option left. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 3rd and short. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mills. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
In the minds of many, Eric Berry is the heart and soul of Kansas City's defense, and I think it was a sigh of relief for the organization to sign him to a big free agent contract in 2017. He covers, he tackles, he returns, you name it, he does it. And how about last season in one game, returned an interception for a touchdown as well as a 2-point conversion attempt.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Come on, let's go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. This is Thomas. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want. But it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and just like that, it's third down. Third down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. as this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Let's go. White, nine. White, nine.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They run with Thomas. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And he fires one incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Will Monday now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw, and he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Browns haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Chiefs have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 3rd and 8. They'll go with the screen here. And he's going to go 19 yards for the score. They're now on top by 4. We move late into the second. Dawson's got his mark near the sideline. And after the long pass, he'll score. That puts them up by a field goal. Still late stages of the second. Carter's got the reception, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Staying late in the second. Edelman's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go as a loss of 10. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Come on, let's go.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. It's the right side here, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. Drops it underneath to Thomas. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. On the ground, it's Thomas. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Over the middle here to Coates. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And the D looking like they may blitz. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
He'll look to throw. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And Butker able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still 1st down.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Come on, let's go. 190.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
What a tremendous play by the defensive line. Instead of getting too far upfield against the draw, able to hold their spot and make a big play.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. On first down, they go option to the right. And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And that is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go! What? None!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 47-yard line. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go!
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And now the kick is blocked. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're up by one. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Chiefs, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.